Happy day, students. Today we are going to learn about a new chapter in mathematics, factors and multiples. What are factors, children? When we divide x by y exactly, then y is considered to be the factor of x. Here I have shown an example. In this example, 8 is divided by 2 exactly. So 2 is a factor of 8. Now what are multiples? When we multiply two numbers, we get a product. And that product is the multiple of those two numbers which we multiply. Let's see this example. I am multiplying 3 and 2. And I get the answer 6. So 6 is the multiple of 3 and 2. Let us see this example. We multiply 2 and 10 to get 20. 4 and 5 to get 20. So 20 is the product of 2 and 10 and 20 is also the product of 4 and 5. So 20 will be the multiple of 2, 4, 5 and 10. Now we are going to learn about types of numbers, children. There are different types of numbers in mathematics. Now let's learn the concepts of those types of numbers. First we are going to learn about even numbers. What are even numbers? All multiples of 2 are said to be an even number. You can also say a number is an even number if it ends with 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. I have shown an example here. Okay, it is 450, 95,364. In both these numeral, the ones place has 0 and here it has 4. So, these two numbers are considered to be an even number. Let's move on to the next type of number. It is odd numbers. What are odd numbers? All the numbers that are not multiples of 2 are considered to be odd number. We can also say a number is an odd number if it ends with 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9. I'll show an example here. Here 221 ends with 1, 37 ends with 7 and here this big numeral also ends with 7. So these numbers are considered to be odd numbers. Let's move on to the next type of number, prime numbers. What are prime numbers? Any number that can be divided only by 1 or that number itself is called as prime number. Here I have shown an example, 17 and 23. Now we can divide 17 only by 1 or 17 itself. Similarly, 23 can be divided by 1 and 23 itself. Now this kind of numbers are called as prime numbers. I want you all to recollect and think of a prime number. Yes, I know immediately spot on you all will think of 2. You all will think of 3. So 2 and 3 is a prime number as well. It can be divided only by 1 and 2 and 3 can be divided only by 1 and 3. Next we will learn about composite numbers. Composite numbers are numbers that has more than 2 factors. Alright, I will show an example to explain this. Now let's take the example of 20. Now 20 can be divided by 2, it can be divided by 10, it can be divided by 4, it can be divided by 5. So it is having 4 different factors. 20 has 4 different factors. So 20 is a composite number because it has more than 2 factors. Now I hope you all understood these basic types of numbers, that is even numbers, odd numbers, prime numbers, composite numbers. Let's move on to the next type of numbers. Let us learn more about primes. What are twin primes? Two consecutive odd prime numbers are said to be twin primes. What is the meaning of consecutive? Which comes one after the other. So twin primes are odd prime numbers which comes one after the other. For example, 3 and 5. 3 is an odd prime number and 5 is an odd prime number which comes one after the other. Similarly, 11 is an odd prime number and 13 comes right after 11, which is also an odd prime number. What are prime triplets? Three consecutive prime numbers are said to be prime triplet. For example, 3, 5 and 7. And we also should know that 3, 5 and 7 is the only prime triplet in the entire number series. What are co-primes? Two numbers whose common factor is 1 is said to be a co-prime. For example, 2 and 3 has a common factor 1. 15 and 19 whose common factor is 1. So 2 and 3 is said to be a co-prime. Similarly, 15 and 19 is also said to be a co-prime. Do you know what is a perfect number, children? Come, let's learn about it. A number is said to be a perfect number when we add the factors of that number, it will result to twice that number itself. Okay, let me show it with the example. Now, I want to check if 28 is a perfect number. So, I am going to find all the factors of 28. So, what do I get? The factors of 28 are 1, 2, 4, 7, 14 and 28 itself. Next, I am going to add all the factors. Now, when I add all the factors of 28, I get 28 plus 28, that is twice the number 28. So 28 is said to be a perfect number. Alright, that is when we add the factors of the number 28, the result will be twice the number 28. Now I want you all to check if 9 is a perfect number. No, 9 is not a perfect number. Why? When we add the factors of 9, it will not result to twice the number 9. That is why 9 is not a perfect number. Students, now let's learn about the divisibility tests for the numbers 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Divisibility test for 2. A number is divisible by 2 if it's an even number. Okay, that is if that number ends with 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, then that number is divisible by 2. Let's see an example. Here we have 28, 956, 4730. Now all these are even numbers because all of them ends with an even number. So directly we can say that it is divisible by 2. Divisibility test for 3. A number is divisible by 3 when we add all the digits and that final sum is divisible by 3. Let's see an example. Now I have considered an example 339. Now I am going to add each and every digit of 339, that is 3 plus 3 plus 9. And when I add, I get the answer 15. And we all know 15 is divisible by 3. Hence 339 is also divisible by 3. Divisibility test for 4. A number is divisible by 4 if the last two digits of the number is divisible by 4. Let's see an example. I have taken the number 4124. I am going to consider the last two digits, which is 24. And we all know 24 is divisible by 4. Hence, 4124 is also divisible by 4. Divisibility test for 5. It is very easy, children. If a number ends with 0 or 5, then that number is divisible by 5. Here I have taken the example 50. It ends with 0, so it's divisible by 5. Here 98,565. It ends with 5, so it is divisible by 5. Lastly, I have taken the example of 470. It ends with 0. Even that is divisible by 5. Divisibility test for 6. If a number is divisible by either 2 or 3, then that number is divisible by 6 also. So let's see an example. I have considered the example 52. Now 52 is an even number, so obviously it is divisible by 2. And if it is divisible by 2, it is also divisible by 6. Now I have considered 72. Now 72 is divisible by 3. Hence 72 is also divisible by 6. Children, let's move on to the divisibility tests for 7, 8 and 9. Divisibility test for 7. A number is divisible by 7 if the difference between twice the number in one's digit and the number formed by the remaining digits is either 0 or multiple of 7. Now let me explain that very clearly with the help of an example. Now I have taken the number 147, children. So first is I am going to separate the number in one's digit from the remaining digits. Okay? And what are the remaining digits forming? They are forming 14. So 14 comes here. Minus twice the number in one's digit. Okay, that is 2 times 7, which equals to 14 minus 14, and the answer is 0. And that's the condition, right? When we do all this and our answer is either 0 or a multiple of 7, then the number which is given to check is divisible by 7. Alright? Next, divisibility test for 8. A number is divisible by 8 if the last three digits of that number is also divisible by 8. I have considered a big number here, that is 9,85,168, and I have taken the last three number, which is 168, and we clearly know that 168 is divisible by 8. Hence 9,85,168 is also divisible by 8. Divisibility test for 9. A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of all the digits of the number is divisible by 9. Here there is an example. I have taken the number 1134, and when I add all the digits of this number I get 9, and 9 is clearly divisible by 9 itself. Hence the number 1134 is divisible by 9. Divisibility tests for 10 and 11. Children, divisibility test for 10 is the most easiest because any number that ends with 0 is divisible by 10. Here I have given a huge number and that number ends with 0. Therefore, you can blindly say that this huge number is divisible by 10. Divisibility test for 11. The number is divisible by 11 if the difference between the sum of the digits in odd places and sum of the digits in even places is either 0 or a multiple of 11. Now let's understand this clearly with an example. I have given a number 17,171. So I have first considered the number in even places. Alright, a number in even places which is 7 and 7, and I have to add the number in even places. Again I have taken all the number in odd places and I am adding them, which is 1, 1 and 1. Now I have to add these numbers in even places and I have to add the numbers in odd places and I have to find the difference, that is I have to subtract. Then I get 14 minus 3, which is equal to 11, and 11 is clearly a multiple of 11 itself. So 17,171 is divisible by 11. So children, I hope you understood the concepts that's been explained in this video. Let's meet y'all in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day, children. Bye.